Today we're going to be talking about something really important. How to be honest with yourself. I'm going to show you how to determine what your values and priorities really are. Then we're going to discuss how to face yourself by asking the hard questions. You definitely want to grab a pen and paper. You're not going to want to miss this. But before we get into this, let me introduce myself to those of you who don't know me. My name is Glenn Smith, and I am your transformation coach, and I am focused on helping you break free from the chains of anxiety and depression. I am here as your source of encouragement. I am here to help give you guidance. I'm here to give you motivation. I post daily on all my platforms. You will get mindset hacks, personal development tips, daily motivation, real encouragement, and things that you can do to get your life back. I will help you get the tools that you need to live the life you want, to live the life that you desire. I post videos every week, so be sure to subscribe. Make sure you hit that follow button. Hit that bell notification so you can get notified whenever I post a new video. But before we jump into it, you know what I want. Hit that quick thumbs up, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you want to learn how to be true to yourself. All right, let's do it. Integrity is the foundation upon which trust is built. It is the quality of being honest, ethical, and having strong moral principles. When we have integrity, we display consistency in our words, actions, and values. Integrity matters because it is the key to building strong relationships, both personally and professionally. It is what allows others to trust and rely on us. Without integrity, our words lose their power and our actions lose their meaning. Integrity is also essential for personal credibility and self-respect. When we live with integrity, we can look ourselves in the mirror every day and know that we are being true to ourselves and that we're being true to others. And integrity matters because it is the measure of our character and the mark that we leave on the world. It is what sets us apart and defines who we are. In a world where trust and honesty can be hard to find, integrity is a rare and precious trait. Today, we're going to focus on being truthful to ourselves because that's the foundation. Being truthful with ourselves is an essential aspect of personal growth and development. It is the foundation. This is where it all begins. If you're not honest with yourself, nothing else matters. It requires us to be honest about our thoughts, our feelings, and actions, even when it may be difficult and uncomfortable. To begin practicing self-truthfulness, take a moment to reflect on your values and your priorities. Are your actions, are the things that you're doing every day aligned with your current values and priorities? Let's take a quick second to understand how to find what we truly value. Understanding our values is crucial for personal growth. It's crucial for decision making and living a fulfilled life. So where do we start? First, take some time for self-reflection. Ask yourself what truly matters to you. What principles do you hold dear? And what brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose? Next, examine your actions and choices. Do the things that you're doing right now align with those values? Are you prioritizing what truly matters to you? Lastly, don't be afraid to reassess and define your values over time because as we grow, we change. So our values will evolve too. Remember, finding your values is a lifelong journey and one that's well worth taking. So let's dive in and discover what truly matters to you. Now you know how to identify your values. How do you identify your priorities? Prioritizing effectively is essential for achieving our goals and managing our time effectively. One way to identify our priorities is by assessing what is most important to us. Ask yourself this: what are my long-term goals? What values do I hold most dear? By understanding what truly matters to you, you can then identify the areas of your life that deserve the most attention and focus. So at one point in my medical career, I wanted to be a trauma surgeon. But I also, in this latter point of my life, wanted to slow down and enjoy life. Well, for those of you who know how the life of a trauma surgeon is, you know that I can't have both. So I had to change my goals. I had to change my values and my priorities. And that's what you must do. You got to figure out your goals and values and make sure that the things that you are doing, the decisions that you are making every day, align with what you want. Another helpful strategy is to evaluate the impact and urgency of different tasks and responsibility. Consider which tasks are time sensitive and have the most impact on your overall success. By distinguishing between urgent and important tasks, you can then allocate your time and energy effectively. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to write this down. For the next 7 days, I want you to write down everything that you do as you do it. Use your notepad, use your notes on your phone. Write everything down. At the end of your 7 days, I want you to examine what you wrote down. This will automatically tell you what you value and where your priorities are. Now look at these goals and see if they line up with the things that you are currently prioritizing. Many times we are spending the most time on the things that won't get us to where we want to be. We're not being honest with ourselves. That must change. You have to spend the most time on the things that will give you the most bang for your buck. Remember, identifying your priorities is a process that requires self-reflection and constant reassessment. Why am I doing this? Is this helping me get to where I want to go? And by doing this, you'll be able to make better decisions, be more productive, and ultimately achieve the success that you desire. During this entire process, you must get comfortable with asking yourself tough questions and embrace self-reflection. There's a power in self-reflection, and asking tough questions is key to personal growth. Self-reflection is the process of examining and evaluating yourself and your actions and your behaviors and your beliefs. It requires taking a deep and honest look at yourself, acknowledging your strengths and weaknesses, and being open to change and growth. That's the key, being open to change and growth. By asking tough questions, we challenge ourselves to dig deeper, to confront our fears and insecurities, and to push beyond our comfort zones. It is through this process that we gain a clearer understanding of who we are, of what we want, and how we can become the best version of ourselves. Self-reflection allows us to become more self-aware, to recognize patterns and habits that may be holding us back, and to make conscious choices to change and grow. It is a powerful tool for personal development and transformation. So let's start asking those tough questions. Let's be honest with ourselves and embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Acknowledge and accept your emotions, even the ones that aren't pleasant. Remember, being truthful with ourselves is an ongoing process. It allows us to make positive changes, live authentic lives, and cultivate personal fulfillment. When we lie to ourselves, we only hurt us. And it is time to look in the mirror with integrity and ask ourselves the hard questions. Am I giving it all that I have? Am I making the best decisions for my life? Am I headed in the right direction? What excuses have I held on to that are keeping me from moving forward? Who do I need to get away from? What relationships do I need to stop? These are hard questions because if you want to get where you're going, then you have to ask yourself these things so you know how to adjust. Listen, this is your life. You can have, be, or do anything that you want to do. But you have to get to the self where you're honest with yourself. You have to get to the point where you're honest with yourself. You have to get to the point where you're doing the things that matter. And I'm telling you, your life will change. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a great day.